Is a huge AAA game being teased for a day one drop on Game Pass? Rumors are swirling about another Xbox event in March. What can we expect from it? And the next update for the Xbox Series X and S is here. We got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? It's Randall Thor 19, the man with a million, back again with another video. I hope everybody is having a great day, and if you guys can do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and please hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you guys for checking out the video. The support has continued to be amazing. I know Xbox fans have had a pretty good week, with Phil Spencer sitting down and having the roundtable discussion with Pete Hines and Aaron Greenberg, and finally confirming what we've been talking about on this channel since September 22nd. That the Bethesda games would be exclusive and only appear on platforms that have Xbox Game Pass. So essentially the Xbox consoles, PC, and mobile. And trust me, I see the energy and excitement that has surged through the Xbox community since that announcement. I can see it when I'm tagged in threads on Twitter, and especially I can see it in the YouTube comments. And one of the things I can't wait to see that was teased by Aaron Greenberg during this Xbox Bethesda roundtable is a summer showcase. I cannot wait to finally understand what Starfield is all about and when Wolfenstein 3 is going to launch. But is that all the events that Xbox is going to be putting on in the near future? Because we have a rumor here from Windows Central that Xbox might be planning an event sometime in the next couple weeks. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit. And one of the other announcements of this roundtable event was all about Xbox Game Pass. Bethesda added 20 games to the service, some of them even getting FPS boost. And coincidentally, Xbox Series X and S is about to get another update, and we will go in depth about what that all entails. But first, we have to talk about this rumor that is making the rounds on social media about a huge game about to join Xbox Game Pass. Now, I love Xbox Game Pass. I have 3 years of Game Pass Ultimate on my account, so I am good for a very long time. We know that Microsoft is putting all their first-party titles on their day one, including all future Bethesda games as well. But one of the drawbacks that people have with Xbox Game Pass is that while some indies will debut in the service day one, there hasn't been a case of a $60 AAA day one release on Game Pass, but it looks like that might be changing really soon. So you guys can see here on screen, the Xbox Game Pass official Twitter account tweeted this out a couple days ago. They said, "There's probably a hint about a game in here somewhere. Honestly, we can't even keep up with all the announcements lately." And then it gets into this whole email Melissa McGame Pass thing that Xbox uses to tease big games coming to the service. And you can see here the heading is Mysterious Signal, with the email saying, "Hey team, so much news today, hope you don't mind if I add some more," although it's completely unrelated to the other announcements. The other announcements, of course, being about the Bethesda games hitting Game Pass. It goes on to say that that new game has been confirmed and is officially coming to the service. As always, keep this confidential. Before I go, I did have something I wanted to ask. Has anyone else noticed a mysterious signal appearing in the distance lately, or am I the anomaly in this situation? Weird question, I know. So usually when these things happen, the internet detectives go to work and try to figure out exactly what the Game Pass Twitter account is teasing, and it usually doesn't take long for people to figure out what game the Twitter account is talking about. It's not meant to be an obtuse riddle. You're supposed to get it right away. And this has led people to speculate that maybe it's Mass Effect Andromeda, maybe it's Control, perhaps it might be Avengers. But the common sentiment has shifted to that the game Xbox Game Pass is talking about is Outriders. And the reason for that is because some of the words they use to tease what game it is. The story synopsis for the game pretty much spells it all out. You can see here it says, humanity's efforts to colonize the alien planet Enoch went astray as the expedition teams encountered massive energy storms known as the Anomaly. The Outriders escaped cryosleep, awakening 30 years later. They embark on a journey across the hostile planet to the source of a mysterious signal, one which may offer hope for humanity's future. So Xbox is teasing the Anomaly, mysterious signal, and it just so happens that that is exactly what the story of the Outriders is talking about. So yeah, it's looking pretty damn likely that Outriders will be launching day one in Xbox Game Pass, and that is pretty damn awesome. It's great for the service, more people will subscribe to play games like this. It's great for anybody sitting on the fence that didn't want to spend $60 for this new unproven IP, who are Game Pass members. They can go check it out without spending any money, but more importantly, it's going to be really good for Outriders the game. Square Enix probably gets a bunch of money up front from Microsoft, and there's going to be a solid community of people checking out the game because of Xbox Game Pass. This is definitely what you would call a win-win. But moving on from that, let me know in the comments below if you're excited to try out Outriders and Game Pass. We know that Xbox and Bethesda are planning a summer E3 event, but could they also be planning a gaming event in the next couple weeks? So my buddy Jez Corden over at Windows Central wrote this article where he says, what's next for Xbox? Microsoft may have an Xbox gaming event planned for March 26th. Keep that momentum rolling. So Jez says in the article that a short while ago, noted Microsoft expert Paul Thurrott tweeted that Microsoft is planning a series of events in the near future revolving around Xbox and Windows, with the gaming show slated for March 23rd. More recently, through our own sources, it seems that this event looks to have shifted slightly to Friday, March 26th. We've heard that the show may offer a glimpse at some upcoming Xbox games for 2021 and possibly beyond. Details on exactly what this event will contain are scant for the time being, so it may be wise to temper expectations. It may be a tech and platform-orientated event with some smaller game announcements or something more. Either way, given the fact that Microsoft just completed its blockbuster purchase of Bethesda and its subsidiary studios, Microsoft has a mountain of momentum it can capitalize on right now. It has a ton of projects in the works between its homegrown Xbox Game Studios, its partners at ZeniMax and Bethesda, and third-party devs all for Xbox Game Pass. With the pandemic still affecting in-person trade shows, E3 and many other events have already been canceled. Many companies have adopted Nintendo-style direct showcases to talk about their upcoming product slate, and Microsoft is no different. Last year, it did a few gameplay showcases, one for partners and smaller studios, and another where Halo Infinite made its gameplay debut. Additionally, Microsoft showed off Perfect Dark at last year's Game Awards. It still may be too early to hear from the likes of Hellblade 2, Forza Motorsport 8, Fable, and others, but Xbox architect Jason Ronald recently revealed on the Iron Lords podcast that there are still some games planned for 2021 on Xbox that have yet to be revealed. It stands to reason that some of these games could appear during the March showcase, but I would temper expectations for something like that. Microsoft may want to leave some of its heavy hitters for the traditional E3 window. Microsoft has been generally supportive of the E3 trade show and the ESA, and the company behind E3 is planning a digital event of its own for 2021. It's with that in mind that this March showcase may be to give airtime to some of Microsoft's smaller partner games, such as the Ascent, 12 Minutes, Scorn, and other games that have appeared at previous shows. We could potentially catch a glimpse at some of the bigger games too to keep people's appetites satiated. Now, I think Jez Corden does a really good job here tempering people's expectations about what to expect from this March 26th event. And I've talked about it in previous videos when it was supposed to be the 23rd. This is more of a corporate-facing consumer thing where it's about the future of gaming. It's really not for our consumption. I believe they'll talk about platform technology, and they'll probably use this platform to announce when xCloud will hit iOS and Windows 10 browsers, stuff like that. But like Jez said, there will probably be smaller titles here showing off maybe when they're coming out, like the Ascent, 12 Minutes, and Scorn. Don't go into this expecting to see Elden Ring or Halo Infinite or Starfield or anything like that. If you do, you're only going to have yourself to blame for this. Aaron Greenberg recently took to Twitter and said, while they always have things going on, there's nothing coming soon that would be on the level of the world premieres and game reveals like an E3 presentation. This is going to be very small, and more than likely it's probably not even going to be worth watching. Just wait until after the show when you can just kind of read the list of everything that was announced and any new trailers that do come out from it. Now, next week, the new $99 Xbox wireless headset comes out, and there's going to be a system update, the March system update for the Xbox Series X and S and the Xbox One that will be launching as well, and I'm going to give a breakdown of what will be included in that update. So according to the Xbox Newswire blog, you can tailor your Xbox wireless headset experience on your console or PC. On March 16th, aligned with the launch of the Xbox wireless headset, the Xbox Accessories app on your Xbox One, Series X and S, and Windows 10 devices is getting an update. With the update, the app lets you fine-tune the audio controls for a customized audio experience, including equalizer settings, bass boost, auto mute sensitivity, mic monitoring, and brightness of the mic's mute light. Best of all, the headset can stay updated with the latest features via wireless updates from your console, ensuring you will have a premium audio experience that continues to evolve. Backward compatibility, auto HDR, and FPS boost. In February, Team Xbox announced back-and-pack games were getting even better with FPS boost. Choice is incredibly important when it comes to choosing how to play your favorite game. So this March, we're rolling out our new toggles for both FPS boost and auto HDR. In your game's managed settings, you can choose your compatibility options and toggle on or off auto HDR and FPS boost. Once you restart the game, your selections will be applied. You can verify it by pressing the Xbox button and checking the indicators under the clock. Not every game will support these features, so the compatibility options may not be available for your game. And when we talked a little bit earlier about the FPS boost coming to those Bethesda games like Skyrim, Prey, Dishonored Definitive Edition, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76, even though we don't know the date for these FPS boost titles, it actually might be this week to coincide with this update. And then finally, achievements are coming back to the Xbox app. Achievements are returning. We heard the fan feedback that our community wants achievements brought into the Xbox app on mobile. This month, we're testing various achievement experiences in the app, starting with a limited set of players and then rolling out to everyone. The first update will include a list of achievements in the app, an achievement details screen, and achievement unlock notifications. We'll also be releasing an additional update with popular features like leaderboards in the coming months. Alright guys, so that's the video. Outriders hitting Game Pass on day 1, the truth about what's going on at this Xbox event on March 26th, and the new update hitting Xbox consoles next week. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Share this out on social media or tell a friend about the channel. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified immediately whenever I drop a video like this. If you want to take your support even further, you can always hit the join button where you will get access to emotes and channel badges for the Xbox 2 podcast we do every single week with Jez Corden of Windows Central. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. It means the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.